Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody today? How are you? Catherine Storing here from Style and Faith. I am a stylist and I just wanted to say hello. See some familiar faces. Hi guys. Hi. I've been dying to talk to you today and I haven't because I've been crazy busy. But I just wanted to say hello. How's everybody today this Thursday afternoon? And talk today a little bit about style, about your faith and your why. And we're going to talk about why all of them are so important and how they are interrelated. Thank you for the hearts already. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I wanted to give you a quick update on my book. My book is currently at #2 on Amazon.com. And that's why I'm talking to you today, because I want to inspire you. I want to hear the same news about whatever you're working on. You can do it in spite of the haters. Yesterday we had an amazing Periscope broadcast. It was super awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I just wanted to chat for a little bit. Hope you're doing awesome today. Thank you for joining. Make sure that you tell your friends. Swipe left to right or right to left. I'm a lefty, so I'm always confused. And tell everyone about it. And let's talk a little bit about style, your faith, and your why. It's so important. And you might be thinking, Catherine, what does my style have to do with my faith and with my why? And I wanted to define all those three elements separately, and then we'll put them together. And I think that will make more sense. What is style? Style is very personal. It's very individual. It really is just you. No one else has your style. It really has to do with who you are, how you present yourself, how you dress from the inside out. Everything that you are is your style. How you speak, how you stand up, how you present yourself, how you dress, how you feel about yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you present yourself to others. All of that is your style. It's not just your clothes. It's everything about you. That is your style. And you can have great style or you can have not so great style. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I wanted to define to you what style was. And style is very important, especially if you have a why. That is very important. Now, what is faith? I wanted to define that real quickly. And faith is what you believe in, who you believe in. And people have different types of faith. My faith, I believe in God. I believe that I was created by God, and I believe that He's everywhere and in everything that I do, and He drives everything that I do. That's what faith is. And you might believe something else. I don't know who you believe in, but faith is believing in something else, in somebody else, believing that that person is bigger than you and drives everything that you do. In my case, it is God. I believe in God the Father and the Holy Spirit, and I believe that everything that I do is influenced by that. Now, what is a why, and why is a why important? And that's a little tongue twister there. But what is a why? A why is what drives you, what gets you out of bed in the morning, what makes you deal with the haters, what makes you deal with being exhausted and getting up really early, going to bed late, and still pushing through and try to make that successful. And let me give you some examples of a why. A why could be that you wanna feed people. You wanna feed people in your area, or you wanna feed people in the world. I don't know if you have seen people give up their birthdays to raise water for water building and water wells around the world. That is a big why. My big why, I am from the Caribbean, specifically from the Dominican Republic, and I want to go back home and I want to create jobs for both Dominicans and Haitians, because I don't know if you knew that the Dominican Republic shares the island with Haiti, and both countries are poor, very poor. And instead of just giving them money, I want to give them a way of making money. I want to train them to make amazing clothes, because I'm a stylist and I love fashion, and I'm also a fashion designer. So I want to create jobs for the island, so these two people that I love can get along, work together, make some money, and not be so broke. That's my why. I don't know what your why is, but that's an example of a why. Some people want to promote the end of human trafficking, child trafficking. I know some people, like I said, want to end poverty in other countries. So those are ideas of whys. And whys are bigger than you. They are things that go beyond what you need and what beyond what you want for yourself. So it's not about my why is to make lots of money. That can be your why, but that why is not going to be as satisfying as if you want to help somebody else that needs something. And in the meantime, as you help somebody else, your needs are met. Okay, and I want to emphasize that, because many people want to concentrate on, well, Catherine, I'm barely making it here. I want to take care of me, and that's all I can do. Well, if you take care of you, what about other people? Who's going to help you? Because what happens is, as you help other people, you move forward. And that's why I love business, being in business, working for yourself, because you determine how much money you make, when you work, and how you handle those finances, how you handle the money that you're making, and how you invest that money. And you might not know anything about investing, but you are investing your money right now. It can be in fancy cars, it can be into fancy dinners. But that's still investing, okay? So you have to realize, how are you investing your resources with your time and your money? And is that investment making you more money? Is actually giving you a dividend? Or is that investment going down in value? So that's what you have to think about when you have a why. What is your why? Is it really driving you every day? Is it making you get out of bed every day and say, yes, what I'm doing makes sense. What I'm doing helps other people. So when you think about it that way, that is an amazing why. Now, when you put all three together, and the title of the broadcast is Style, Faith, and Your Why. And they are all very important, all interrelated into who you are and what you do. What does that have to do with style? And it might not seem like it's related, but it's totally related, because when you present yourself in ways that are attractive to other people, and I don't mean romantically attractive or sexually attractive, I mean magnetic, in a way that you smile, or the way that you dress, the way that you look, people are drawn to you. They want to find out more about you and know who you are. That is magnetic style. That is the style that actually brings your cause and your why forward, and people want to know more about it. They want to find out what you do and how you do it and why you're doing it. And that's why style is so important. If you're in business, you need to be attractive. People need to know that you are safe to talk to, that there's value in what you do, and they determine those things by looking at how you present yourself, how you take care of yourself, or how you don't take care of yourself. And many people are wondering, how come my business is not doing so well? How come I keep attracting low-end clients? And your clients are a reflection of you. I am going to repeat that. Your clients are a reflection of you. If you're hating on your clients and you're not happy with the caliber of clients that you're getting, my friend, that's because you are attracting that kind of client. The way that you dress, the way that you speak, wherever you go, that is attracting that kind of client. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. I think that's hitting a nerve with some people, and I appreciate that. Make sure that you share this broadcast with your friends, so after it ends, they can watch it later. So if you want to change the caliber of your clients, you have to change the way that you dress. You have to change the way that you portray yourself. You have to change who you hang out with, and that all of that, it's part of your style. So you have to stop thinking that what you wear doesn't matter. You have to stop thinking that where you shop doesn't matter. And you definitely have to stop thinking that it doesn't matter who you hang out with. My mother used to say when I was growing up, and it drove me crazy, that people would judge you based on the people that you hang out with. And I hated that, because I had some really great friends, or so I thought, that were not that great. You know, they were into bad stuff, or they were not great students, or didn't come from the best places, and they were just bad news. And I didn't realize that. And Mom was saying, you might not be bad news, but people are watching you, and they might think that you are. Somebody else also says that you are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So if you did a mental note right now, who are the 5 people that you're hanging out with right now? Are they successful? Are they driven? Are they doing what they want to do? Are they changing people's lives? That makes a difference. And that's why I'm a stylist. That's why I help people to dress from the inside out. Because when you do that, you can do things. You can change people's lives. You can have a successful business. You can grow, and you can give more and more. The whole point of growing, the whole point of being successful is to give more. That's the whole point. And then what does that have to do with your faith? And Faith is something that drives you. Faith is something that nourishes you and helps you deal with the crummy things in life. When things are not going well, when you're down, when you're just going to take one more thing to go wrong, when you turn to God, when you turn to your faith, you're going to be able to be renewed. You're going to be able to say, okay, things are not great right now, but they will change. Things will get better. I know what I'm doing. I know why I have been called. And you're able to move forward and share more of what you have been given. And that is where your why comes into place, because it has to be more than about you. Everything cannot be about you. It cannot be the you show. There are other people in the world. There are people that need you, that need your resources, but they have to be able to find you. And they're not going to find you if you're not positioning yourself in a way to be found. And people are going to find you easier when you have more followers on social media, when you are closing bigger deals. And you do that when you're attractive, when you are successful, when you are reaching out to the right people. And the right people are going to be attracted to you when you take care of your appearance, of the internal appearance, and of your external appearance. It is very important. So I want to encourage you today to do something for somebody else. I want you to dress in ways that are attractive. I want you to shop at stores that carry clothes that are specific to your industry, and clothes that look good for your body shape. Some people don't know what their body shape is, and that's why I have a giveaway on my website that you don't have to buy anything. You just gotta put in your address and you find out what your body shape is and how you dress for that body shape. So I don't know what your formula is. I don't know what is it that you give away. I don't know what your gift is, but I know you have an amazing gift, and you probably are sitting on a mind goal. Probably you're sitting on something that a lot of people need, and you don't know how to get out there. You don't know how to present yourself in ways that are attractive to other people, and your style might be holding you back big time. Big time. Please take the time to figure out what your style is, what is your signature look, how to pull that off, how to become more confident. And the way that you become more confident is by understanding who you are, why you were created, why you were put on this earth to do. I did a Periscope broadcast yesterday, and it was amazing, about dealing with haters, but really understanding who you are and why you were created, and how you can make a difference not only in your life, but other people's lives as well. So take care of your style, follow your faith, and make sure that your why is the center of your life. It's got to be the center. It's got to be the driving force. It's got to be that thing that helps you to push forward and makes everything else small. Everything else, the haters, the getting up late, they're not making money for a while, or making very little money, and working really hard. Because when you work for yourself, let's not kid ourselves. You work way more when you work for somebody else than when you work for yourself. So that is something that you have to come to terms with, and you're gonna get really tired. You're gonna get burned out if you don't keep that in mind. If you don't keep in the forefront of your mind, if you keep that always as a picture, you can do vision boards, and I have quite a few. I don't know if you can see that one. That's a big one. I have one right behind me here. It's colorful. It's happy. It's things that I love, and that keeps me going. That reminds me why I do what I do, and why I have to get up every day and do Periscope broadcasts, and post on social media, and blog on my website, and really continue to be the person that somebody else needs. Thank you so much, Rice. I really appreciate that. Somebody else needs what you do. Somebody else needs what you have. And if you don't get out there, if you don't let go of the fear, and I know it can be very scary. I know that it can be very, very scary. But guess what? When you realize that it's not about you, when you realize that there are other people out there that need you, other people that are going through exactly what you're going through. And you have the shortcuts. You know how to get to the other side. So when you get over yourself, when you realize that it's not about you, that there are other people out there that need you, you watch the money flow. You watch things change. You watch your business go up, because the focus is not money. The focus is, how many people can I help today? How many people can I help today? And that's why with my book I was sharing yesterday, my second book, I wanted to help as many people as I can. So I priced my book really low, $2.99, because I want, and it's a really long book, but it has a lot of information that people need, that I needed when I was younger. I needed someone to tell me that it didn't matter that I looked different, that it didn't matter that I had really crazy curly hair, that I was very lanky, that I had an accent, that I was different, that I was opinionated. I needed to hear that from somebody else. I needed to hear that from someone that looked like me and understood that to stand out, it's totally okay. And actually that it's preferred, because why would I want to look like anybody else when I look like me? I am the best me that I can be, and I can try to imitate someone else, but that person is already taken, like they said. You are not, you're here. You have been given amazing, amazing gifts. So I don't know what you're sitting on, but I know that it's good. I know that it's needed, and I know that you might be doubting yourself right now. I know that you might be thinking, Catherine, what I'm doing is so lame, or what I'm doing, it's not that important. I'm not helping people. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saving lives. But when you think about it, when you think what you have gone through, what you have learned about what you have gone through, and you see that you didn't have the tools, you didn't know how to do that for yourself, and now you do, there are other people out there that need that. There are other people that need the encouragement. There are other people that want to get your tools and your resources, and only you can do it. You have the way to do it. You have the formula. You have the key for a better life for them. And the longer you sit on it, the longer you try to get ready, I'm going to tell you something. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to be completely ready. It never happens. You are never ready. No matter what you do, you still need help. Help someone, even if you don't know it. Absolutely. You never know who you're helping with a smile. You never know who you're helping by giving a compliment. You never know who you're helping when you say, hey, I saw that you were down the other day, keep on going, you're doing amazing. You never know, the smallest thing can make the biggest difference on somebody's life. The biggest difference. So don't hesitate when you have that feeling in your heart that you want to reach out to a friend that you haven't talked for a long time. Reach out, because in that moment they need you. In that very moment they need to hear that you thought about them. Even just saying that's happened to me so many times, that someone out of the blue, of course we know it's not out of the blue, they will text me and say, Catherine, how are you? I've been thinking about you, and I remember when you helped me out. You're so awesome. And they have no idea that would totally make my day, that probably I was having a really, really tough day, and that encouragement totally saved my day and reminded me that it's not about me. So you never know how you can help someone. So I want to remind you to really encourage you and tell you that your why is important. And I don't know what your why is. If you want to share in the comments, please do. I would love to hear what is it that you want to do in the world. I hope that you have a dream. I hope that there's a desire in your heart to help other people. That there's a desire in your heart to showcase that life is beautiful, and that even though you have struggled, that you are on the other side, and you want to share those hacks, you want to share that knowledge with everybody else. And that is what social media is about. I think people have gotten kind of lost and forgotten. I want to help people. I want to make them happy. That's awesome, right? That's really, really cool. How do you want to do that? What tools do you have, or what is the vehicle that you want to use? Everyone has a vehicle. And by a vehicle, I mean the thing that they have that helps other people. My vehicle is style. I style people from the inside out. I show them how to shop, how to put things together, how to feel better about themselves, how to understand that they're fearfully and wonderfully made. And if you're not familiar with that scripture, what that means is that everything about you is awesome. That everything about you, the way you look, everything that has happened to you has been on purpose and designed for a reason. Everything that has happened to you has not happened to you. It has happened for you, because all the nasty thing that has happened to you prepares you, uniquely prepares you to help other people. I'm well aware that everything that has happened in my life, and I mean everything, the haters, the bullying, moving to another country when I was a teenager and having to learn a new language from scratch, and having to deal with having really crummy jobs, I'm really young, but in the future, I want to give them advice. That's awesome. That is really awesome, Rice. And you know what? You're never too young to advise people. You're never too young or too old or too anything. I just want to tell you that right now. There's so many people and so many preconceived notions of what an advisor is or when you're qualified to help other people. You are qualified right now. You can help people right now. You don't have to go anywhere else. Periscope, it's amazing because you can get on here, stare at the camera, and share your message of hope, the message that the future is going to be better, that you can be better, or you can choose to be a jerk and just hate on people and get on the camera and talk random stuff that makes no sense. So you can do that. People do that, and you know what? That's their agenda. But your agenda can be, hey, I am doing well. I figured something out. I overcame something that was really hard. And I want to talk to people and tell them that it's going to be okay and actually share how I did that. And that's what I get to do. I didn't know how to do. I thought about periscoping, but I'm too shy. Yeah, I can relate to that. I was extremely shy. I was not really good about getting in front of the camera either. And I will periscope about that in a little bit actually and give some tips that I learned that really helped me to become better. Excuse me. And really get out there. It irritates the haters if you're extra nice to them and don't let them get to you. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, if you go to Twitter, Style Story, or if you look here on my Periscope broadcast, you will see exactly how I tell you to take care of the haters. Haters hate it when you don't get upset. They absolutely hate it, and especially if you're so right. If you are super nice to them and you tell them, "Oh, really? Okay, that's no, I don't care." When you realize that, it is amazing how they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do, because their whole point is to ruin your day. Their whole point is to point out the one thing that you did wrong, the one mistake. Like if you wrote an amazing blog post, like amazing blog post, be happy, it makes people crazy. Yes, it does. I agree with them. It freaks me. Yes, it does. It freaks me or freaks them, Whitney. I am already sharing. I'm already following you. Awesome. Yeah, it totally freaks them out for sure. But you can write something amazing, like an amazing post that you work on for hours and hours, maybe days. And you post it and you blog about it or you put it on Twitter or something. And then there'll be the one person that finds that word that you left out. It'll be the one person that says, well, your grammar is really bad, even though your article is like perfect by one sentence. And I always think, okay, why do you have so much time to actually study and research my article and find the one thing that I did wrong? How about the other 100 things that I gave? How about the other resources that I share with you? Did you not see that? And then what you have to realize that is that your haters are your biggest fans, because they check everything out that you do. They look at it, they memorize it, they're keeping track of everything that you do. They actually cyber stalk you. And what happens is that it is a mirror. What you're doing is a mirror to them. They're thinking, oh my goodness, this person is doing amazingly and I'm not doing anything. That's exactly what it is. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. If this resonates with you, please share with your followers. Haters are frustrated. I thank them for the criticism. Ask if you can see some of their stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome, Sherry. I love that. That is a great way to get rid of them. And guess what? They have nothing to show because they are so busy looking at other people's mistakes. They are so busy being hateful and being annoying, because really they are annoying. Why would you get in front of me when I am going full force doing my thing? Enjoying what I do, helping people, styling people, or whatever it is that you do, and then they're gonna get in your face and be like, "Oh, you're running the wrong way," or you're not wearing the right shoes, or your top is not pretty, or that doesn't match. It's like, why aren't you running? Why do you have this much time to look at my stuff and criticize it and say that I'm not doing it right? What are you doing? What are you working on? And you watch them go, I'm busy. I don't know what's going on. And I want to get it perfect. You watch all the haters always say, well, I'd rather not do anything, but do it right. But guess what? You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything at all. So I always say that done is better than it's getting done to be perfect. It's done. Put it out there. It doesn't matter. And it's the same thing that I'm telling you about your why. Your why is so important. It should drive everything that you do, and forget about the haters. Just remember, who am I called to help? Who am I called to help? That is something that I want you to ask yourself. Who have you been called to help? Keep that person in the forefront of your mind. And when a hater comes, when someone comes and tells you that you're not doing something well, just, bye, Sherry. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. When they come to you and they're telling you that you're doing something wrong, just remind yourself that you're not doing it for the accolades. Just remember that you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the people that you have been called to serve. Dress like you mean business. Hold on to your faith like for dear life, because things are gonna get bumpy. When you put yourself out there, trust me, people come out of nowhere to point fingers and to burst your bubble. And I always call it bubble bursters, because you can be really excited, loving what you do, not doing it well, but doing it anyways, learning by error and just getting out there. And there'll be this person coming and saying, what you're doing is never going to happen. What you're doing has never been done. What you're doing, it's way too big for you. Who do you think you are? They love saying that. They get in your face and they tell you that it's too big. That's my favorite one. Who do you think you are? And I'm like, who am I? I'm Catherine Storing. You don't know what I've been. You don't know what I have been able to accomplish, and you're hating on me now because I'm doing this. You watch me. You just gave me the fuel that I needed. Hi, J Rose. Let me just check up your profile. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You just gave me the fuel that I needed to go farther. I was getting so tired. If they want to bring you down, that only means that they're below you. That is so right. And that's what you have to realize, that when somebody's hating on you, you're doing something right. So don't take it in. I know it's so easy to take it to heart and say, oh, I'm a failure. I'm not doing things well. Don't worry about it. I was reading an article today and it's so true. You can get 5 amazing reviews for your book. Like for my last book, I got almost all 5s and a couple people gave me 4s. And what do you think I concentrated on? On the people that gave me 4s. And now 4 is still pretty good, but that's how we are. The human beings are so critical of themselves. They love to criticize, and we kind of have blinders about the nice things that people say about us and just concentrate on the negative. And I want to encourage you today to concentrate on the positive and blank out the negative, because it's always going to be there. Watch your self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? I always catch my friends when they say, oh, I'm really stupid. And I say, hey, wait a minute. Don't talk like that about my friend. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about me. And I'm like, yes, you are my friend. And I will not allow you to talk like that about yourself in front of me. Because what happens is when we put ourselves down, we believe it. We internalize it and we shut down. We stop doing what we love. And we let that negative self-talk get into our heads, and we are hearing that somewhere else. Someone is telling you that you're not good enough. Someone is challenging you and telling you that, who do you think you are? And you have to remember, who are you? You were created on purpose, with a purpose. You were created in mind, with everything about you, your nose, your hair, your eyes, your teeth. Everything about you was created on purpose, with a purpose. When you realize that, then you realize that you are a beautiful creation, that God thought about you before you were born, and he decided that you were going to look the way that you look. He decided before the beginning of time that Catherine was going to have these crazy curls, and that Catherine was going to have an accent when she moved to another country, and that she was going to meet these amazing people, nice people, not so nice people. And putting all that together, she was going to be able to help a whole bunch of people. Blessed and highly favored. Yes, called to serve and not to be served. Absolutely. That's who you are. I love that, Jay. I love that. We are highly favored. So whenever you have that negative talk come up and you want to doubt yourself and hate on yourself, you have to say, wait a minute, I am God's creation. I don't have the right to put myself down, because if he took the time to create me and he made me like me, then I'm awesome. You have to think that you are a bag of chips and all of that. Not because of you. I'm not telling you to be cocky. I'm not telling you to be conceited. I am telling you to consider who your creator is and why he created you. And for you to talk about yourself in a way that is God honoring, dress in a way that is God honoring, because if you are the daughter of the son of the king, you have to look like so. And that's why I always tell people, do not tell me that you're so good at something and then you don't look it. You have to look it. Don't tell me that style has nothing to do with being successful. Don't tell me that style has nothing to do with helping people. Because if you want to help people and you want to raise money, people are going to judge you and they're not going to give you as much money. I'm sorry. I know that is not politically correct and probably is not fair, but that's the way it is. People need to feel attracted to you. They need to feel that there's something about you that they don't know, they cannot put their finger on it, but there is something awesome about you. And you want to eliminate all the excuses that they may have to not give you money, to not support your cause, to not support your why. At the end of the day, it is about serving other people and not self-serving. Negativity is like disease. You have to be strong and not get affected. That's right. And you have to run from people that are already affected and infected. Remember what I said earlier, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. A couple years ago, I cleaned house. If you are a negativity vampire, if you are someone that is talking negative and gossiping and telling people that what you're doing has no value and that who do you think you are, those people have no room in my life. They are gone. I don't hate them, but this is sacred. This is the temple of the Holy Spirit. I have to be careful of who I allowed to enter into my sanctuary. This is a sanctuary of the Holy Spirit. And my calling is way too important for me to allow haters and people that are downers to get into my circle. I cannot let anyone into my circle because what I have been entrusted with is too important. It's not about Catherine. And it's not about you. It's about the people that you have been called to serve. So when you keep that in mind, thank you for the hearts. I so appreciate that. When you keep that in mind, you'll write that book. And you're going to let go of the critics. You're going to let go of the people that are hating on you. You're going to write it. It's not going to be perfect. I'm going to burst your bubble right now. Your book is never, ever, ever going to be perfect. There will be people that will find mistakes and will be happy to tell you about it. And when that happens, you have to tell them, okay, show me your book. Show me what you have done. And then watch their face go blank and then they'll be able to say anything. Don't wait for perfection. Perfection is fear. Perfection is a big fat liar, and perfection is fear. It's telling you lies to hold you back. The way the mind works, the mind is amazing. God is an amazing creator. We are all about security. We're all about safety. And we get used to our safety nets. We love the same. We love routines and we like to know what's happening. We love to be predictable. We love to say that we're adventurous and we like surprises, but we don't. We like the kind of surprises that are really fun and good. I am so glad, Rose. I'm so glad this is for you. I'm so glad. But we are creatures of habit. We like to know what's happening all the time. If we were all perfect, then there will be no fun or adventure. Absolutely. The people that I love the most are not perfect. They'll have all these imperfections that I think make them amazingly unique and so much fun to be around. So forget about perfection and realize that you just have to get it done. And in imperfection, that is what the good stuff really is, because people can relate to you. Imagine if you were perfect. How boring would that be? No one will be able to relate to you because you're going to be so unattainable. People are going to feel like, oh, they're going to judge me because I'm not perfect. Just put it out there. Trust that desire in your heart that it has been putting in you for a reason. Please do not wait any longer. You have to do this right now. People need you right now. Stop dressing like the daughter of the son of the king. Start acting and speaking and hanging out with people that are God worthy. Okay? Not you worthy because we're nobody, but because we are his and his sons and daughters, we are someone in him. Hold on to your faith. hold on into the person that created you and gave you your gifts, because you have amazing gifts, and then go forth with your why. When you do that, you're gonna be able to help so many people. You're gonna be able to grow so fast, and you watch your needs be taken care of. Because remember, he's our Father, and he's an awesome Abba Father. He gives us above and beyond what we can even think or imagine. Our minds are finite. They cannot see beyond this, but he can. He's amazing, and he wants the best for me. Whenever I want something, he just shakes his head. This is me imagining God, and he's thinking, Catherine, I love you so much. You have no idea what I have in store for you. I'm going to deny this request. I imagine he has like a big stamp, and he just goes, denied. My dear, because I have something so amazing in store for you that is going to blow your socks off. So whenever you get a no, whenever you get a rejection, just gotta say, ooh, God is up to something so good. And when I get this thing, it's gonna be so awesome. That is the best way to look at rejection. God doesn't want me to have this because it is not above and beyond what I can have. You have to think about it that way. What God wants for you, you cannot imagine. So if you have a dream and it's not happening yet, it is because your dream is too small. I hope you're hearing this. Your dream is too small. God is your guide by your creator, by you are the creator of your path. Well, the thing is that he gives you the path. He is the creator of the path, and you have to walk into that path. You have to go before you see the steps. You have to go before you see the whole picture. Because guess what? We cannot see the whole thing. And we're not supposed to see the whole thing. That's the thing. That's what is a little thing called faith. You're not supposed to see the whole thing, because when you do, what happens? You run forward way too fast, and then you fall flat on your face, and you scrape your knees, and you have to hold on, and you have to rest until you get better. God knows that. He knows Catherine. Catherine is a hothead. I'm from the Caribbean. We are hot-headed people. So Catherine wants to have the whole plan in front of her so she can use shortcuts and get there super fast. And God's like, no, darling, you cannot get there super fast because you cannot handle this. You cannot handle this, Catherine. Jack Nicholson on A Few Good Men. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's an awesome movie. We cannot handle what he has in store for us, which is why he doles it out little by little, one step at a time. Trust that he who called you is faithful. The ride is the adventure, not the destination. That is so right, Rice. So right. Sometimes we miss it. We are so busy running and hustling and trying to get there that we miss the scenery. We miss the trees, and we miss the blessings. There's so many blessings around us. Forget the haters. They are blessings that you and I, I'm going to put myself in that seat too. You and I are missing the blessings of time, the blessings of right now. I know right now might suck. I know right now might not be exactly where you need to be, where you want to be, where you thought you were going to be. But my darling, my friend, my sweet friend, you are exactly where you need to be. I'm going to say that one more time. You are exactly where you need to be. Whew. You can breathe that in and out. Doesn't that feel so much better? You're not in the wrong place. You're not late. You're not early. Remember, God is never late. He's never early. He has grace and mercy. And he's waiting for you and me to get our act together. You are in the right place. You are enough. You are in the right place, and you are enough. Do not let anyone tell you that you are too young, that you are too old, that you are too poor, that you are too rich, that you are anything but the right thing. Not because of you, but because of him who created you. When you let go of all your preconceived notions of who you think you should be or where you think you should be, then you are free to see the blessing. You are free to see part of the plan, and that he's in control. I listened today to a message by Perry Noble. He's an amazing pastor in South Carolina. And he was talking about the disciples when they were on the boat and Jesus was not there, and all of a sudden they see this person with this really brilliant shiny gown walking on the water, and things are happening and the storm, and it's really, really bad. And I heard this story. I grew up with hearing this story time and time again. I never thought about this, never. And I do this. I so do this. Let me ask you if you do this too. And you might be going through something really bad, and you're in a storm, and things are chaotic, and things are flying off, and the bills are piling up, and you're getting really sick, and then your car breaks down, and then you get fired, and you forget your lifeline. I forget my lifeline. But kids are amazing. What do kids do when they're afraid? Mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy. I forget that I have a lifeline, and I can say, Jesus, please help me. That's all you have to say. That's what Perry said, and I was like blown away by that. I don't have to do this by myself. How awesome is that? All I have to say is, Daddy, Daddy. And what father, and we have the perfect father, what father doesn't come to the rescue when his children call out to him? And he might not remove everything, but he will be in the midst of everything. And he might not fix everything, but he will fix you. He will give you the comfort. He will give you peace that surpasses all understanding. Have you ever had that? Peace that surpasses all understanding, that the rent is due and you don't have the money, but you still have peace? That you're waiting to get into that college and you haven't gotten that letter, but you still have peace? When you send out your book to the editor and you have worked on this book for so long and you haven't heard back, or when you hear back it's a rejection and you still have peace, that, my friends, is peace that surpasses all understanding. And you can only have that peace. You can only have that peace when your eyes are looking up to the right person, to the Creator, to the one that has been from the beginning and will always be. That's how you get peace that surpasses all understanding. And I don't know about you, but I want me some of that. I would love to get as much as I can of that. And how do you get that? When you get in the Word, when you hold on to your faith so tight that when the storm comes, when the haters come, when money goes away, when the health goes away, when you are rooted on the rock, you might get shaken, but you're not going to get blown up. You might get shaken, but you're not going to be removed from the rock, because he says, my Father has given them to me, and no one can take them from my hand. They will not slip through my fingers. You know what that means? He is the rock, and he's got you right here, and nothing and no one, absolutely positively no one can get you, pry you out of his awesome, powerful hands. If that does not give you peace that surpasses all understanding, my friend, I don't know what will. Life is like a bridge. You look down, you get scared, you look up, and you keep going. Oh, I love that, Rice. I love that. That is so beautiful and so very true. We have no business looking down. We are going upward and upward anyways. Our eyes have to be on the rock. Our eyes have to be on Jesus always. When our eyes are on him, we're going to forget about the haters. We are going to forget about the chaos and the nonsense and the nastiness and the lack of. We don't lack anything. We don't have things that we want, but we do have everything that we need. Think about that for a second. We don't lack anything that we need. We don't have things that we want. And many of the things that you want, you don't have because you shouldn't have them, because they're not things that keep you closer to God. They are things that keep you away from God. And imagine if you had all your needs met. You're going to think you're all that. And you're going to think, I'm a hot shot. This God guy, he's awesome and all that, but I don't need him. That's what you're going to say. He knows this about us. Why do you think when you have a trial, we get closer to him? Why do you think that is? Because we realize our smallness, we realize our insignificance, and we realize that without him and outside of him, we are nobody. Nobody whatsoever. Put yourself out there. Trust that he who calls you, he who has called you, is faithful. And the message that he has deposited in you, the message that he has given you, it's complete, it's clear, and it's perfect as it is. So if he tells you to do it now, you have to do like Moses, you have to do like Samuel, and you have to say, here I am, send me. You have to exercise immediate obedience. If you don't obey when he tells you, that's disobedience, my friend. That's disobedience. Do you know that? Thank you for the hearts. I so appreciate that. Did you know that when you don't obey right away, that you're being disobedient? If you have children, I don't know if you do, but I have a daughter. And when I tell her to do something, I want her to do it later. If she dilly-dallies, I feel that she's not doing what I want her to do. So, of course, I get a little upset. And I let her know about it. That's when she's going to get her full name, middle name, and last name in one sentence. And she better book it. She better move. And that's what God does. He's like, I'm telling you to do something, and you don't do it. He's going to tell you again, this time a little stronger, and you still don't do it. And he's going to get a little stronger with you. And at some point, he's going to grab you by the ears, and he's going to say, didn't I tell you to do this? And he's going to say it with his teeth like this, didn't I tell you to do this? And now when God gets mad at you, I don't know about you, but when he has gotten mad at me, because I can be hot-headed and stubborn, sometimes I'm slow on the uptake, and he gets mad at me and he slaps me around a little bit. It doesn't feel so good. I'm like, oh, you wanted me to do that now? I'm so sorry. I didn't get that before. Let me do that right this second, if you don't mind. And he just chuckles because he knows I did not mean to do that. When he told me to, I was just being a knucklehead. And sometimes we're knuckleheads, and he gets it. And that's why he's full of mercy, and he understands, and he gives you yet another chance. And that's what grace is. When we are forgiven and we don't deserve it. So we are all about grace. We have to be about grace. We have to be people that forgive others, because we are forgiven 10,055 times a day. That is the number that I use when I want to exaggerate. But it probably is more than that. We are forgiven on a regular basis, second by second. We sin. I mean, on the way here, I had Pandora on a Christian station, and I'm driving and I'm singing and life is good. And then this person makes an idiotic move in my book, in my Holier Than Thou book. She made an idiotic look, and I just gave her the shake, like, and I did not think nice things. I am going to confess, I did not think nice things. And I'm thinking, it hit me like right there. Here I am singing to Jesus, and I am just judging and hating on this person because she's a bad driver. Maybe she's having a tough day. Maybe she just learned how to drive. Maybe she's nervous. Maybe she's really tired because she worked like 36 hours on a road. I don't know. Maybe she's just a bad driver. Maybe I was a bad driver before, and I needed to get more experience, and I needed some grace. Sometimes when I'm really tired, I'm not that great of a driver either. And I got convicted in that moment that I have to be more graceful, that I have to be more understanding, that I have to be more forgiving. And that is part of understanding that your style and your faith and your why are important. Because along the line, you are going to make a mistake. Live in the moment, not in the past. Forgiveness is the beginning. Yes, Rice, you're on the roll today. That is awesome. I love that. Yes. You gotta live in the now, but you have to forgive others. You have to forgive yourself, and understand that as much as we think that we are perfect, we're not. And we need grace. We need grace all the time. And if I need grace, you need grace. That's what we have to remember. When I mess up, when I hurt someone's feelings, I feel really bad about it, but I want to be forgiven on the spot. I don't want the person to think about it. I don't want them to make me feel bad about that. I want them to, you're very welcome. I want them to forgive me on the spot. How about you? Do you want God to hold things over your head and tell you, nope, I'm out of you, pout and everything and say, nope, I'm not going to forgive you? He doesn't do that. When you confess with your lips that you have sinned and that you are a knucklehead, he doesn't hold it against you. He says, yes, my son. Yes, my daughter, I forgive you. I love you. I sent my only begotten son to die for you on a cross. Of course I forgive you. I created you. I knew before you knew that you were going to make that mistake, that you were going to sin. I knew this. So of course I forgive you. And guess what? I will never, ever, ever, ever bring that up again. Now that is the coolest forgiveness ever. Not holding it against you and over your head and bringing it on and on every time you make a mistake. Now, do you exercise that kind of grace? I know that I don't. I know that I'm working on that. I know that I need to exercise that kind of grace because I need that kind of grace. I don't know about you. I need that kind of grace. Do you guys need that kind of grace? Do you need someone to forgive you, to understand you, to love on you unconditionally, no matter what you do? That's a very tall order. That's a huge order, like crazy. So I'm telling you, my friend, your faith, your style, and your why are completely interrelated, and they are so very, very important. Mistakes make us realize that what is really important. Yes, hopefully, and we don't stay there. Don't stay in the mistake. Think about it, own it, make changes, and keep moving forward. That's what happens when you repent. You're going down a path and you're like, ooh, wait a minute. So you stop, you think about it, and you turn around. That's what repent is. You turn around. You make a turn and you go the other way. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to make a turn, stop what you're doing, ask for forgiveness, learn from your mistake, and make a change. Make a change. I hope you share this with your friends. Make sure that you do. Swipe left to right or right to left. And share it so they can watch it afterwards, because I know someone needs to hear that they have to dress like they are the son and the daughter of the Most High. Somebody needs to hear that they need to hold on to God, to their faith when things get tough, when things are going well. Always hold on to your faith, and then to connect with your why, with that thing that is bigger than you, with that thing that is not about you. Okay, thank you so much, AK Fame Office. It came off office. I don't know. That's pretty cool. It's not about you. If you're helping only you, if you're only changing your life, you're wasting your life. Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Just follow you there. Boom. Done. Followed. It's not about you. There are other people in the world in pain. I know for a fact, because I do this, that when I'm in pain, when I'm sad, I think that I am the only person in pain in the whole entire world. It's only Catherine. Well, guess what? That is absolutely positively wrong. There are other people that are sad. There are other people that are hurting. And the best way to cheer yourself up, the best way to get over your pity party is to come alongside somebody else and tell them, my sister, my brother, I love you. Let me pray with you. Let me hug you. Let me love on you and tell you that you are amazing, that you are awesome. Someone always had it worse than you. Absolutely. And we are so narcissistic to think that I am the only person that's ever gone through this. I am the only person that feels this bad right now. Wrong. Sorry to tell you. I think those are the moments that we have to realize, wow, I feel this bad. What would I want right now? And you have to give that. In that moment, what would I want like nothing else right now? And you give it away. Give it away and watch come right back to you. Don't do it because you wanted to get it back. Do it because you feel it. Do it because it is your calling. Do it because it's your duty. And you watch things come back to you. They always do. Absolutely they do. So today, dress like the daughter and the son of the Most High. Give it and pay it forward. Absolutely. Hold on to your faith like this, nobody's business, and connect with your calling and give, and watch your life change. Watch your business take off. Watch your book become a #2 on Amazon. Woohoo! Thank you, Jesus. And we always look at what we don't have instead of seeing what we are blessed with. And yes, you are so right. So right, Rose. There are so many people. We are rich in this country. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. You know how rich we are here? It's ridiculous. Like in the morning when I get dressed, it's not about, where is my shoe? It's like, which shoes am I gonna put on? Like, I don't have one top. I have like a whole bunch, and earrings and makeup, and I don't have one of anything. Act to others like you want them to act to you. Absolutely. That is the second commandment, right? You have to be and act. You teach others how to treat you. You teach others how to treat you. So if you're a jerk, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to be jerks back to you. If you're kind, people are going to think, oh, wow, she likes kindness. Let me be kind to her. It's that simple. Be kind. Be gentle. Be gracious. Already do. Didn't know. Okay, cool. So you're following someone. Yeah, that's awesome. Guys, today's Thursday and the week is almost over. And I hope that you realize that you still have one more day during the week to bless someone. If you still have a job, I want you to go back to the office tomorrow and love on people. Don't gossip. Try to do that for one day and watch what happens, and love on people. Just bless someone randomly for no reason. Someone that cannot pay you back. Someone that cannot repay the favor. And you watch what happens. Our lives are to be about service. And I know that we like to be served on, but Jesus, when he was here, he did not get served on. He served to the very end, to the very day, last day here, he served. And sometimes we forget that, and we just want to be served. We want to go places, serve me, love me, give me. And if we are the sons and daughters of a servant, that means that we have to serve. And when you are serving, you forget about you. Live like it's your last day. Take a leap of faith. Absolutely, Rice. Absolutely. We don't have tomorrow promise. I don't know if tomorrow I will be able to do a Periscope broadcast. I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to be breathing. I have no idea. Today, right now, I got this chance. Right now, I take a few minutes or longer than that because I'm long-winded. You would think that I will be a preacher, but I'm not. I am a preacher's daughter, though, so I do get long-winded. Sorry about that. I just go in the spirit. I get excited, and I just feel. And as much as I'm giving it to you, I'm giving it to myself. I'm not coming from up here. I'm coming from you're my peer, and I love you, and I'm telling you what I think I would like to hear. Good background. Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate that. Yes, my dad is a pastor. He was a preacher from the heart. Absolutely from the heart. When you guys come here to my broadcast, you know that what you see is what you get. I might not be perfect. Yes, I have an accent. Yes, I'm long-winded, but it's from the heart. It's straight up. Straight up, what you see is what you get, and I give you what I want to receive back. I follow amazing people here that are givers, that are sharing their faith, and I love this platform for that because it's instant. People can watch online. Like on Sunday, I broadcasted my message from my church. My pastor was preaching, and I broadcasted the whole thing, and people watch the whole 45 minutes. I love this platform. It's completely free, and you can just get on and have your own, quote unquote show. Sharing is caring. Thank you so much, Rising. Anthony, love the accent. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. I'm giving you all of that, and I'm telling you this, not to brag or for you to feel bad for me, because you shouldn't. I'm telling you that so you don't use that excuse and say, Catherine, I'm not perfect. I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to get on the camera. Just do it. Like later, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you how to get on camera and what to do so you don't get nervous, and how to get started and how I did it. And I'm just going to show you. Thank you, Pork Chopper 7474. Cool name. Love it. Do I follow you already? I do. Yeah, because you're awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts. I'm telling you my shortcomings so you know that you don't have to be perfect. So you know that if I can do it, you can do it. If I can get up here and rant for, half an hour, 45 minutes and tell you all the things that I have done wrong and all the things that are not right with me, because it's not about me, remember, it's about you. It's all about serving. That you don't have to be perfect. Everyone is a main character to someone. Absolutely. Yes, right, Rice. Absolutely. And you have to be a main character. But in order to be a main character, you have to get out there. You have to put it out there before it's perfect, before you have it polished, before you lose the weight, before you get into that school, before you get that job, before you get your hair done, before all of that. Just get on and open your mouth and be ready and be willing to serve. When you're willing, when you're ready to serve, you watch your life change. You watch people bless you back, because that's magnetic. And I'm not saying anything about energy or anything like that, but when people see you give, they cannot help but to give you back. It's like they can't help it. They just want to give you back because they feel your awesomeness. And they're like, this person is all about giving. I have to give her back. I have to give him back. That's what happens. And who wouldn't want that? That's awesome, right? I think it is. Give, give, give. When in doubt, give. And then when you finish giving, have another go at giving. And when you're tired of that, guess what? Give some more. There's always more. The more you give, the more you get. The more you use to give, the better it gets. When I started speaking, I was really bad. I was very strict. I was very rigid. And boy, I will freeze. I would stutter. And I was just like a robot. Like I was so rigid. And I just couldn't do it. And I kept doing it. And I kept doing it. And I kept doing it. I kept watching other people. And I kept reading. And I kept studying. And I stuck with it. And now I can talk on the water. I love the camera, love talking to people, love getting on stage and giving advice and giving motivational speaking engagements and writing my books, talking about my books and telling people that God loves them and tell them to dress awesome because, hey, if I am the daughter of the Most High, I got to look it because I got to represent him. I am about my Father's business. Remember, you are about your Father's business. So you have to look the part. Not because looks are cool, not because you want to be shallow, but because you are about your Father's business. Lord bless you. You have blessed me immensely today. I am so glad. I am so glad. That makes me so happy. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming back. And thank you for the good that you're going to do. Thank you for the service that you're going to give. Thank you for believing in God. And thank you for being you, just for being you right now. I'm thankful for you. I love you already. I think you're awesome. I'm glad that God decided to make you. I'm glad that he made you exactly as you are. And I'm glad that we're here today and that we have this chance, to share and encourage one another. Definitely follow each other. If you go to Twitter, my name is Style Storing. I thought it was pretty clever. Storing is my last name, Style Storing. You can follow me there. You can find me there and connect with me. Say hi. I would love to watch your periscopes. I'm going to encourage you to do them and to share your faith. If anybody shows up, I'll be there. If nobody else, I'll be there. You don't have any other social media. Social media is awesome, but definitely you don't have to be everywhere. I always tell people, they'll ask me if I am like on everything. I do have a profile, but I'm not actively on everywhere. Right now I'm loving on Twitter and Periscope. That's where my peeps are. That's where my forte is. So love it. Spend a little time there. Share, share, share. Give, give, give. Guys, it's been great. I am encouraged by what you're sharing, about what you're going to do. I pray that you continue to move forward. I pray that you remember whose you are, who created you, why he created you, and that you start dressing like the awesome person that you are. That when people see you, they say, there's something different about her. There's something different about him. I don't know what it is. I will be broadcasting soon today. That's awesome. I cannot wait to watch. I cannot wait. I will so be there. So will be there. And make sure that you tune in later when I tell you about how to Periscope, how to get on video, how to do YouTube, how to do it like a pro, and how to get started. I'm going to show you how to do that because I love video, and I love that it's instant. I love that. So I will be doing that later today. In the meantime, I'm going to go hang out with my daughter, but I just wanted to jump in here and tell you that I love you, and I cannot wait to watch your broadcasts. I cannot wait to read your books and see your companies that you're going to create and see you at your events. I would love to do that. Yes, bros, I hope that you can make it because I want to see you. I want to see you on Periscope, and I want to see how you're going to encourage people. And I'm going to encourage you to share your faith. I know it's super scary. It is so very scary. Don't worry about it. Breathe, fumble it, just push through. And there are people here that want to hear. There are people that are actually, I will definitely broadcast someday. Rise someday is not a day in the week. It's not a day of the week. There's only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No, someday, okay? So you got to choose a day. My coach used to say nothing gets done without a deadline or a budget. So deadline, I am all about deadlining. I am a coach, and I coach people. That's what I do. So deadline and a budget, get it done. I want to hear, Rice, when you're gonna broadcast. Even if you do private, just do a private one with someone that you like, someone that's gonna listen to you and give you great feedback, and just to get it out of the way. The first one is the worst one, and then you're good to go. You broadcast Saturday. All right, do it Saturday. I'll be there. And I will not judge. I will love it. I'm sure you're going to be awesome and fantastic. And just get it done. Yes, get it done. So I'll come back later. We'll talk about Periscoping and YouTubing, how to do it like a pro, and how to do it easily. And please trust me that I sucked beyond belief. And now I'm not so bad. So I hope that you join me. And I hope that you come back. And I cannot see your Periscopes. So thank you for watching. You are awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for the hearts. And I will see you later tonight. Thank you, guys.